Hey Manish, hello everyone. It's day 47. It's about 5:15 here in Kansas. We're just outside of Hutchinson, Kansas. Hello Mandy. And we're about 20 miles into the ride for today. We've had a stiff headwind and the humidity's picked up, so we are definitely in the Midwest. Looks like there's Joe up ahead. And if you're curious where we're at, we're just outside of Hutchinson, Kansas, about 10 miles outside. And you can live track us on Glimpse, GLYMPSE.com. Look for the tag Freedom Ride 2316. Just put an exclamation in front of that and you'll find it. Matthew is not riding today. Matthew started boot camp today. So he's having a good day today. Well, maybe not. So you may not see Matthew riding for a while now, maybe for another week. So today we started, we're riding for Perserverance, and yeah, just go right down there, Joe. That's it right there. To the left. Yesterday was our rest day on Sunday, and we also did an RV move from Buffalo, Oklahoma, over to Hutchinson, Kansas. And yesterday and Saturday we rode for the Visionaries. And yesterday we rode for service to others. And it's great to have those posts together, those guideposts together, because a great visionary, the first thing they think about is how to serve others. So I gotta get on the highway here, going the wrong way, but bear with me for a minute until I get situated. So here we are in Kansas. Okay, thanks for bearing with me there. I'm on the right road now. We're on East 50 and North 61 in Kansas, just outside of Hutchinson. So, last 3 days have been some important posts. Check on the checklist of personal freedom. And day 35, we rode for being understanding that you're freeborn. Once you understand that, you're ready to start taking action. You understand the formula. You actually reach a decision point. If you're still following along on our journey, today is day 47. So we've had 12 checklist items since that day. That was a very important day. So today we ride for Perseverance, and Perseverance, when you're freeborn, doesn't mean, so perseverance in the regular sense means enduring, basically enduring to the end. You're gonna do whatever it takes, grind it out however it takes to endure. You're not gonna turn back. So perseverance for someone who is freeborn or self-aware is a little bit different. It means that you've made your decision and you're not going back. You've made your decision to be self-aware, and nothing's going to pull you back to the other side, and you don't even look back. And that's perseverance. So, lots of examples of perseverance on this ride. Of course, on the spiritual sense or the self-aware side, there was a decision point there, and I'm not looking back. Me personally, after I got to that point in the checklist, it was clear to me which direction to go. And the decision, there were two choices there, very clear ones. I could choose to keep going on this path, being self-aware, or go back to the life I knew before. Either one was okay, because in the end, grace has us all covered. But that's not what my inner voice was telling me. So I chose to continue on the path and start working the formula for how to be a free person, a freeborn person who's self-aware. And I'm still understanding all that, but my decision's been made, and I'm not looking back. And I'm going to persevere through that decision. So, other decisions that have been made. Well, there was a physical decision made yesterday. So, this last week, Maya and Lainey and Tina came to visit, and so I got to see them for a whole week, spend my birthday with them. It was really a nice time. And they left yesterday, and it sucked all over again. You know, the homesickness, the missing, and I gotta be honest, I thought a couple times about just going with them. You know, I've had a good ride, halfway through, almost halfway. I've got a lot of answers that have come. My mindset has been changing, which is what my purpose is out here. I'm here to get answers. So my inner voice, that's what I was inspired. I would gain that knowledge by coming out here, but I would have answers to my questions. So here I am. I've got answers, a lot of answers. My mindset has definitely changed. So I had to decide yesterday, well, now what? I just go home or keep on pedaling? Well, I'm going to persevere and just keep on pedaling, because I gotta be true to what that inner voice is telling me. My inner voice is telling me I need to keep pedaling. I need to be here. So that decision's been made, and I'm not going to look back. So I'll see you at the finish line, June 17th, in Maryland, in Baltimore, which we're going to go to Fort McHenry as the end point for this freedom ride. So that's what perseverance means to me. There's a decision involved, and once you make the decision, you don't look back. And if you are freeborn, you want to be self-aware, well, that decision better line up with your inner pilot light or your inner voice. As I was teaching Maya this week, your heart. And Maya and I sat down and had a good chance. I was able to explain to her how to communicate with her heart, how to ask it questions and have it respond. Be open to the response that it comes. And she had to make several decisions as she asked questions this last week. It was a great exercise for her and for me to see and practice with my little 7-year-old. But she now knows how to ask questions of her heart and listen for the response. When the response comes back, she has a choice, as we all do. And the choice is, am I going to be courageous and follow my heart? That inner voice? Am I going to have integrity and accept the answer that's come back? Or do I just turn away from it and go back to what I was doing before? That's the choice. And once you make that choice, you persevere. You do your best, you do it all the way. Just standing in the middle of two decisions never got anybody anywhere. You're either hot or you're cold. Lukewarm gets you nowhere. So I just encourage you all to ask yourself the question behind this post today. Am I persevering? Am I being true to myself? Have I asked my heart the important questions in my life, and did I listen to the answer? When I got the answer, did I make a decision? And did I persevere through that decision? And the rewards that come with it, good or bad. That's perseverance. So, this is really a nice road out here. We got a nice wide shoulder. I can just zigzag along. Earlier today, there was no shoulder. It was just that white line. So, it's nice and smooth over here. I thought this looked pretty dangerous too when I started out 45 days ago, but hey, there's another fellow biker. Excuse me, just got a bug down the throat. Lots of bugs out here in Kansas, so you gotta keep your mouth closed. It's hard for me. But yeah, this is actually a really nice road. So I'm sorry if I'm scaring you here, but most people move over for you, and I've got this nice white shoulder, so perfectly safe. So they got about 3 inches of rain here last week, so it's really nice and green. Also, that means all the bugs came out. I had a couple of ticks on me last night. I stopped and put up a post. We had to wade through grass like that. So that was fun. Those little ticks are terrorists. Man, you just feel creepy crawly for the whole day after. Hey, there's our sport car with Dina. Dina's back now, and Matthew and Kai are in there. So Matthew's sitting in the back seat doing nothing today. That was his choice. I have to say he's doing a pretty good job today, so I hope he can work himself back to a different reality soon. I love the clouds in the Midwest. I have to say it's maybe kind of embarrassing, but that's one of the reasons I wanted to live in Dallas again. Well, the Fort Worth area was just, these clouds in the Midwest are just incredible. And the sunsets with these clouds are even better. So yeah, ticks and bugs and all kinds of good stuff. This is chigger land too. Chiggers get under your skin and bite and make you itch. But we're gonna persevere. Nothing a little bug spray can't handle. And we'll just keep pedaling. And there go my feet. My knees are aching a bit today. Just, getting back on the bike again after a couple of days. Sometimes they start aching, but body's holding up pretty well. Actually getting calluses on my hands. Right there on the pad of my hand where I'm holding onto the bike. It's kind of funny. All my CrossFit calluses are gone from lifting weights, doing pull-ups, but I have new calluses now. There goes our support car again. They're going to get ahead of us, check up on us down the road. So it'd be interesting to know from those that are watching this live or on a replay, I'd be interested to know what some of your experiences are following this checklist. It's a new checklist for me, so we're all on this journey together. If you're following along, so I'm interested to hear your experiences and what these things mean to you too. So feel free to reach out and post on our Facebook. I'll be putting this video up. I post on Instagram and Facebook, so you can leave your comments there. To be honest, I haven't been very good at keeping up with my blog the last month, so maybe when I get that caught up we can have some discussions there. But the most important thing I've learned so far in 47 days is the importance of hard work and the importance of being an example. And I know who my greatest example is now. That's cool. So I had a great conversation with Joe and Ryok, his friend Ryok, the other day. Just over some coffee in the morning. And I just can't appreciate guys like that enough that continue to throw out the ropes to the ones following, like me. Give us breadcrumbs and just a trail to follow. And ultimately it's all leading to the same trail. If you're an atheist, that trail leads to just dead. If you're a creationist, the trail leads to Jesus. Both are valid. Both work. One method, one way goes through the scientific method, which I hold dearly to my heart, and the other goes through the spiritual method, which I also hold dearly in my heart. And the important thing is to get on the path, and there are people out there that are on the path that you can learn a lot from. I have a lot of people in my life like that, but they're constantly throwing breadcrumbs back and challenging me and trying to turn my lights on and help me understand my passions so that I can find this thing called happiness in life. Because ultimately that's what we all want. I think that's what I want. I just want to be happy. I want to find peace. And there are lots of people in the world that have found that. So if you know someone like that, go give them a big hug and tell them you love them. How much you appreciate the example they set for you. And if you know someone like that, ask them who their example is. And I bet that if you kept asking all of the people along those chains, those ropes that you're climbing together, all the people ahead of you, you ask them, hey, who are you following? And they look ahead and say, hey, I'm following that guy. And you go up and you ask that guy and you say, hey, who are you following? Well, I'm following this guy ahead of me. And you keep doing that, it's all going to get back to the same. Everybody's following the same guy. Whether you think it's a flying spaghetti monster, or like we like to call him, J-Bob, Jesus, God, Allah, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, your higher power, they're the ultimate example. So, I guess that's all I got to say today. The wind's picking up pretty bad, so I hope you can still hear me. But I love you all. Thank you for tuning in and witnessing this journey. My journey to personal freedom. My journey to become self-aware. And my journey to become freeborn. That's what this is about for me. Nobody's paying me to do this. Nobody's asked me to do this. This is just what I do. So, yeah, Godspeed on your journey, and I hope to catch up with any of you that want to get some seat time and talk along the way. All right, guys, signing out from Kansas, just outside of Hutchinson. And tomorrow we'll be riding through out of Hutchinson up. We're going to the northeast, where we'll get to Lawrence in a few days, about 6 days, and that'll be a great day for me because my best friend lives there, and that's where I went to school for my master's in geology, and it'll be great to see that town again, and I guess experience it with a new perspective. Because that's what I'm bringing with me. All right, peace out.